All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Healthy Living with Eric Sue Radio. I'm so glad you guys are here. Wanted to do this with you guys today because I haven't recorded in a while, but a lot has been going on. Just been crazy with the family. I have been enjoying some parties, getting to know the family, and so forth. So. Just a lot been going on. Plus, I've been doing a lot of other things to grow my business, fitness business. I've got some new things coming out. Let's see. For example, I've been putting together a mini boot camp workout video, and so that has been finished. And if anyone wants to check that out, you can go to www.goality.com/mini video, and you can check that out. So a lot has been going on, and the last one I did, podcast that is, was a Facebook Q&A, and so hopefully you guys have been catching my past episodes, but I'm back and I'm looking forward to doing more, and really excited about today's episode, because today's episode is going to be about supplements. Now, I haven't really talked about this in a while, and or actually not really, and so I wanted to chime in here to let you guys know a little bit more about my point of view with regards to supplements, and whether or not you need them, what to look out for if you do, and so forth. So that's what this is all about today, and so stay tuned so that you guys get to hear how to, pick the supplement that's right for you. Now certainly supplements are something that if you want to define what supplements are, they pretty much are additional add-on nutrients, so that if you're not getting it in your regular diet, or if you need more because you're an athlete, supplements will help you in those regards. Now I've been around supplements way back when. I want to say that I first got involved with them back in the late 90s. It was right around high school time, and I was working out more. I was playing tennis and working out and wanting to, get bigger and stronger. And around that time, there was a company called Experimental Applied Sciences, or EAS, and the company was owned by Bill Phillips. And they made products that were new, they were marketed well, and they had something called Body for Life Transformation Challenge, 12-week transformation challenge. And so really what drew me into supplements was doing that challenge. And by doing that challenge, I took the supplements to help my body grow. They were whey protein products, there were creatine products, and there were some other products like bars and so forth, if I remember correctly. But for the most part, they did this challenge, and they gave money away for those who did the best physique transformations. And it was a really cool time period. Body for Life was kind of new. It was new, and I was, in that state, if you will, to grow and exercise and work out. So it was a good fit. Now, I wouldn't say I did a lot of research overall to decide to do or take the supplements. I kind of knew just from watching others, I guess, and reading in magazines about it, and wasn't really educated, let's just say. Well, I guess they worked, and because I was still growing and I put the effort in to work out and so forth, I made some changes, and I would say supplements were good. Okay? So supplements are good, and overall, I want to say that it all depends on which one you choose as well. And for me, over that period of time when I started using them, and then learning more about healthy supplements versus fake supplements, I started to look into exactly the studies. And so I'm encouraging one thing, And if you don't do anything other than this, then I think you're good. So the one thing I would recommend anyone do before taking any supplements, even over-the-counter stuff, is to look at the real scientific journal studies on the product. Now, it may be difficult to find many products on the market with studies, and so right there, I think that's easy for you just to skip over them. Now, many of us, as I speak to people, would watch a commercial and just immediately think that that product is safe and it's good, and I'm pretty sure it is. At the same time, though, we have to be a little bit wiser, and what I mean by that is we have to look at the body of evidence that surrounds the product and ask specific questions, like whether or not the product has been tested on humans or in animals. And so that's a good one. We have to also understand if it has been tested for the actual product has been tested. You know, what have I learned in the past is like sometimes people actually take borrowed science, and that just basically means that people are using a correlation with a particular substance, and because it's in their product, they're saying that their product is also safe and does what it's marketed to do. All right, so even though they're marketed with the words of, yeah, we have such and such substance and our product does X, Y, and Z, we have to be a little bit wiser, like I said, and we have to look into the actual studies. Now, it might be difficult for you to find these studies, and you may not know where to find these studies. There's a good website, PubMed, I think it is, and but who has time to look into all that, right? And so, but if you do, that'd be a great place to start and to look into these research studies, because ultimately what we want to be doing is being safe with what we put in our bodies. Okay, now that's the first thing. And now, not all studies are created equal, which is another point. And some studies, if you understand the research world, some studies are what's called summary studies. And so basically what that means is that they pool a lot of research, and then they all of a sudden conclude based on that body of evidence that their product or whatever the supplement they have falls into that category, and therefore their supplement is good too. So again, it's not really a, how would you say, legitimate way of researching the products, because at the end of the day, we need to know whether or not this product that you're putting in your body is actually the product being studied. And so really what I would look for is real actual studies on the products, like I said, and in real scientific journals, okay? And so the first two things that I just mentioned were the borrowed studies, and then the other thing that you want to look for is whether or not the study is actually a real study, not a summary study, okay? So I can go into one more little detail on which supplements would be appropriate and safe, and that would be the type of study. Again, there's the borrowed study, which is a summary study, and then there's also the actual gold standard study. And basically what that means is a double-blind, placebo-controlled study where the subjects don't know what the products are and the doctors don't know where the products are, and then they switch over, and then there's also placebo control, so that they are all not knowing what the product they're taking is, and so, or whether or not which one is being given, so as a doctor. So, but anyhow, the gold standard study, if you look it up, you'll see what this is all about. And so I do recommend a specific one that I certainly take and have been taking for some time. I also know that there's many other products on the market that are very good. So there are products that are very good on the market. Again, all I ask you to be aware of are with the types of studies, and then whether or not the actual product has been studied, and then if there are actual scientific journals as well. So published is what I'm referring to. And so Supplements in general are safe and they are good, but it depends on which one that you decide to do your research on. And there's so many types. There's the multivitamins, there's the segmented vitamins, there are the protein powders, there are the bars, and then so you have to make sure that wherever your source of supplement comes from is that it has been tested. It has, the seal of approvals. There's that aspect as well. NSF is one of them, and so the biggest thing here is that I want you to walk away from this episode knowing that supplements are not bad, and you just have to make sure that you do your research or find someone who has done the research and can give you the information you need to make a wise decision. I think that ultimately that is what I want to communicate with you in this podcast episode about supplements. And so, yeah, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me, Eric W. Sue, or eric.sue at ericwsue.com. I'll put the link in the post so you guys can reach out to me and ask me any questions. But I just want to make sure that I did this episode and share this knowledge with you guys so that you guys can be better tomorrow, okay? If you like this episode and you want to hear more, let me know. Rate and review my episodes on iTunes, and we'll talk to you guys again soon. All right, bye.